Welcome, you're with us here on Aspire. I'm Abha.
And I'm Vikram. We're coming to you from TGF at Palladium in Mumbai with another packed edition of the show. Here's what we've got.
It's a celebration of the world's best timepieces at the Watch World Awards.
We're getting you the latest that's buzzing in the world of tech.
We also get behind the wheels of the Jaguar Land Rover Discovery, and we tell you what we like about it.
The spotlight this time is on the young, the restless and the very stylish Virat Kohli. We're seeing him in an avatar that we haven't seen him in before. That's coming up.
But before all of that, here's a look at what's buzzing this week.
Jiggler is in celebration mode. On its 180th anniversary, the watchmaker has released a limited to 8 timepieces edition, the JLC Master Grand Tourbillon Enamel. It's a work of art. It packs in a hand-enameled dial, a diamond-encrusted case, and there's a sapphire crystal glass with a miniature painting technique. We don't know the price just yet. How about sitting on a chaise armchair flaunting the Bentley logo? If that's what you'd like, say hello to Bentley's Home Collection. Inspired by Bentley's interiors, there are chairs, beds, cabinets, coffee tables, literally anything that you could think of. Getting a Bentley home has just gotten easier.
His style is often compared to that of Sachin's when it comes to playing on the pitch. We're talking about none other than Virat Kohli. But cricket apart, even when it comes to his sense of fashion, whether it's a new watch or even driving a fancy car, he's once again very particular, just like Sachin.
That is true. In fact, cars, watches, all of that works with Virat, the vice captain of the Indian cricket team. He's playing that part really well, of course, not just on the field, but off the field as well. I met him at the GQ Awards, and he was looking the part to the hilt. Here's the chat. If it's his playing technique that led to his meteoric rise on the pitch, off the field, it's his innate sense of style that gets him to walk the red carpet at several fashion events. Looking good and walking away with the awards is no mean feat, but Virat seems to manage both quite effortlessly. At 24, he's not only the vice captain of the Indian cricket team, he's made it to magazine covers, has 13 brands in his kitty, and the latest, the award for the Sportsman of the Year at GQ's Men of the Year party. At 24, yes, you're doing very well for yourself. I mean, you know, at this age, to have the kind of success you have, obviously you must have worked very hard at it.
Yes,
Tell us about the ride to the now that we're seeing of Virat.
Yes, I have worked really hard. I'm going to be 25 in a month. Started playing when I was 8, so it's been 17 years now since I've been trying to learn cricket and still learning every day. And yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices. Haven't been able to complete school, never been to college, obviously, and you know, just been playing a lot of cricket since I was really small. I'm the youngest in the family, the youngest kid, but never the pampered one because I was never home to be pampered.
With success comes the spoils. So in that sense, how have you seen yourself play into these indulgences? Whether it's, what are your indulgences?
Well, I'm into cars. I'm into watches. You know, I do like to spend on myself, and it's probably you know, mostly in the way of cars and watches, to be honest. I've been driving in an R8. I just recently bought a Q7. I've had a BMW 5 Series for a while now, and I'm planning a Range Rover at the end of this year. So I just get really excited by new cars, and my family doesn't like that all the time. But you know, that's something that I choose really reward myself with, and I don't listen to anyone when it comes to cars. When I come back home, I usually go for drives at night. You know, just take my R8 for a ride out, or whatever new car I get.
Have you done the R8 on the Butt circuit?
Yes, I have. I've done it about 3 times now.
What is it like?
It's a wonderful experience. It's something which you can't describe. You know, the kind of rush that you get driving on a racetrack is completely different from driving in the city.
So what do you look for in a car? Because obviously you have had lots of changes. So do you use different cars for different purposes? What is it like?
Yes, I do. The R8 is, you know, purely for the driving rush or that excitement that you get with speed. The other cars that I look for, apart from sports cars, needs to have a lot of luxury in it. It needs to have a lot of comfort, and the drive has to be really good. That's something which, you know, it's on everyone's agenda, but for me, you know, the suspension, the driving, the luxury, all three have to be combined together beautifully. I want to feel comfortable in a car and not get stressed out after driving for 2 hours. So that's one thing that I really look in a car.
You said watches are big for you as well, and we love watches on Aspire. So tell us about your watch indulgences. I'm seeing one already on your wrist.
I've got a Hublot Senna at home. I just got a AP Panda. I'm looking for a Hublot Magic Gold Ferrari. That's on my agenda. That's the next thing I'm gonna buy as far as my watches are concerned. But yeah, APs have been you know, really sort of making me want to buy more watches. You know, just the design and just the perfection that goes into a AP watch is something that's really interested me a lot. You know, I've seen Sachin Tendulkar wear them a lot.
Yes.
And I've spoken to him a lot on AP watches, as he's sponsored by AP.
Yeah.
And the things that he's told me, they've just, you know, completely changed my thinking about not buying too many watches, and now I'm suddenly starting to gain interest in that.
As a cricketing star or any celebrity at this point in time, the entire demeanor, the look and the feel, there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of planning goes into it. How have you modeled yourself to be able to fit into that? Because at one level you need your individual style, and at another you need to be able to, you know, rise to the real challenges of being part of the circuit, as it were.
Yeah, that's true. You know, the more people start recognizing you, the more people see you as you know, someone making an impact in a particular discipline, the more people you know, start pointing out things, stuff like what you're wearing, stuff like what watch you're wearing, what shoes you're wearing, what car you're driving, and all that stuff. Obviously, it's very important to be yourself. Firstly, it's very important to be comfortable in what you want to do, but at the same time, you want to, you know, make sure that you're up to that mark, and you do change over a period of time. I have.
What has changed?
I mean, me as a whole package has changed completely, because I used to be double my size that I am now. So I really wanted to get fit to actually fit into the clothes that look good.
And a lot of people are involved in the entire shaping up of the persona that is a Virat Kohli today, right?
Definitely they are. People who would style you, people who would choose clothes for you on occasions, you know, people who would suggest you what would look good on you, or you know, make the right clothes that fit on you very well. So yeah, it takes a lot of people to actually you know, get you to that level.
Even like the patent leather shoes that you're wearing today, you know, the ankles showing, etc. It's all fashioned, and obviously while you were working towards your cricketing career, this is not how you exactly imagined it's going to play out, did you?
Not at all. These things were never planned. But obviously when you are going to be at an occasion where style does matter, then obviously you need to have a check on what you're wearing, and you know, you need to have the confidence to pull it off. A while back, maybe 3-4 years back, if one doesn't wear socks, he would not be you know, considered fit for an event. But nowadays people have started pulling off, rolling up the pants, and you know, ankles showing in shoes, and even with suits. So it's all about being confident and you know, pulling something off.
Is that the back of your mind, that people are watching everything that you're doing, because you are that idol for a whole generation of people right now out there?
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen people getting cuts in their eyebrows and you know, to the side of their head. very frequently, and that's something I've noticed now. So I try to do things which I think that other people can try to pull off as well.
But what do you think that it does for the game? Because cricket has been around for centuries and it has been very conservative, but now it's so much more.
I think nowadays you see guys with tattoos on field and funky haircuts and studs in their ears and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's all about showing people that whatever you do in your personal life has nothing to do with what you do on the field. So,
so how much of Virat Kohli is the one that we actually see on the field?
Well, the aggressive one is probably 5% off the field. I'm not as aggressive off the field, not at all actually, and people find that very surprising. I've seen people come to me and tell me, "Oh, we thought you were arrogant, but you're not that arrogant. You're like, really calm, really humble guy." And I'm like, maybe the way I play on the field, I hate losing, so that brings out another guy from inside me. And it's just that when I'm competing, when I'm in a competition, when I'm in a game, I'm a completely different person and completely different off the field.
Well, he's got a Hublot watch on that list and also a Range Rover. We've got both of those wishes getting granted on the show for Virat.
That's right. Let's take a very quick break on Aspire. When we come back, we get you some of the best timepieces from the Watch World Awards.
The Jaguar Land Rover Discovery, we are taking our drive in it and telling you what we make of it.
And also the latest in the world of tech.